What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got the ODI series. It is officially finished. The tour for India in South Africa is officially done, and it's one to forget for the Indians. They only win one match in total, playing 3 test matches, 3 ODIs. They only win 1 test match in the end of this tour, which you've got to say is an extreme disappointment for one of the best ODI and arguably the best test nation in the world. Look, traveling to South Africa and playing them on their home soil is not easy. Everyone knows that. But to only come out with 1 win in 6 matches in something I honestly think India going to this tour would have favoured themselves to win both series. And unfortunately, South Africa prove that they're still quite underrated. It doesn't matter if they lose a bunch of superstars that have, over the last few years, they're rebuilding, they're blooding young talent, and they've still got the veterans who are still doing the job on home soil, that's for sure. But we've got the 3rd ODI here. I don't think I reviewed the first or second. No, I reviewed the first ODI, but I don't think I reviewed the second ODI. I can't remember why, but look, we're here with the 3rd. Hold on, before we jump into it, player of the series, the man Quinton de Kock, and player of the match, Quinton de Kock with his 124. Look, I mean, he retired from Test cricket, and that had me worried, thinking that he, just because he's retired from Test cricket, it wouldn't have surprised me if he retired from every form of cricket. But hey, he came into this ODI series, has made plenty of runs, and has been the standout player. And he just proves how important he is to this South African setup still. I mean, you can't argue about Quinton de Kock still being arguably the best wicket-keeper batsman in the world. I mean, you can make a fair statement for that. Obviously now in short-form cricket, is he the best wicket-keeper batsman in the world? I don't know. It'd be between him, Pant, probably those two I'd say at the moment. But hey, South Africa going into bat first, as we just spoke about. Quinton de Kock, 124, just super stuff. 12 fours, 2 6s. He was exceptional and gave South Africa something that they didn't have really early in this order. I mean, look at their top order. Other than Verdussen and I guess Markram, no one passed 10 runs in this top order. Milan going for 1. They started off really solid, India, and then they let Quinton de Kock, Verdussen, Miller, build these strong partnerships throughout the middle overs of the match, and that's what cost India. Again, it's happened every single ODI so far where they've just let, they might take early wickets, or whenever they take a wicket, they just seem to ease the pressure and let the batsmen play their freely games. And I don't know if that's an attitude thing. I don't know if that's just a pure South African batsmen know the conditions a lot better and bat a lot better on them, or what it was. But you have to give full credit to South Africa. They batted and bowled really, really well. Bavuma, he's had a great last, he's had a great Test series and ODI series now against India. Going for 8, but so be it. Markram going for 15. I mean, he's been a lot better with the ball than he has with the bat, that's for sure. Verdussen, whatever, 52 off 59. Look, he's very consistent, and he's a number 5 that most countries in the world wish they had. David Miller, a handy little 39. Peleka Waco or Wayo. Look, he has too many pronunciations for his name. Peleka Wayo, let's call it that. Going for 4. Pretorius, I believe this is his first game so far this entire series. So happy, I guess, cool to see him in there. Maharaj going for 6. Magala going for 0, and Ngidi did not face a ball, not out. Into the bowlers, Deepak Chahar. He came into the team. I thought he was really, really good. It kind of makes you wonder. I guess there was only 3 ODIs, so they didn't want to make changes after the first ODI. But if you guys remember, in my first ODI review, I spoke a lot about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and he just didn't look. I'm not going to say up to it, because he obviously is, but he just didn't look like he was going to take a wicket at all. He didn't look dangerous at all. He didn't do a whole lot with the ball. But as soon as Deepak Chahar came in... Alright, my bad. My mic just cut out. I'll let it all that out. But, hey, Jasprit Bumrah, 2 for 52 of 10. I mean, again, Bumrah is world class. He always, can perform. Prasidh Krishna comes in, which I guess, that's super exciting. To see him in there. 3 for 59 off 9.5. Was probably their best bowler in the end. So he's had a really, really breakout game. Jayant Yadav came into the side, which, really cool for him. None for 53 off 10. I thought he bowled okay. Nothing really too special. Yuzi Chahal, 1 for 47 off 9. You guys know I love Yuzi, so it's good to see him play all 3 ODIs. I think he's been okay. I just don't think the conditions have really suited, these Indian spinners. They seem to do a lot better when there's, it's a lot more dry and a lot more cracks available on the pitch. But these pitches just in South Africa, they felt quite flat, if I'm going to be honest. It did feel like more of batting pitches, and it just didn't seem to suit any Indian spinner this entire series, even in the test matches. So, yeah, I think, there's a big home series coming up for India, so they're going to want to make sure they win those. But hey, into India's batting lineup, Rahul gone for 9. Look, it hasn't been a great series for Rahul, not just with the bat, but he's been captain. He's been questioned a lot with his captaincy. Look, KL Rahul, world-class batsman. He's, in these last 18 months, he's really come back to life and is back to some of his best form. But I just don't think he's really ready to take the role of a captaincy job in India. Now, of course, Rohit Sharma would be there and he would be captain, which solves your problem, but it is annoying without Rohit Sharma. I obviously know he's injured, and I hope he's okay, and I hope he's strong, and he's getting better, and he's going to be back as soon as possible, but it really would have been nice to see a Rohit Sharma in this series captaining. When you're the new captain of a country, I just feel like you have to play as much as possible. Shikhar Dhawan, he's been awesome. I'm so happy that Shikhar is back in the Indian setup, and he better not get dropped. We will speak about this future of this Indian side in a minute, but we'll just get through here. Virat, worked really hard for a 65, but again, same old story with Virat. He gets to his, 50, 60, 70, and then he goes out. Pant, going for a golden duck, it's just not good enough. To be honest, it really isn't good enough. Shreyas, 26. He's been okay. Shreyas has like an average of 40 in ODI cricket. It's not like he deserves to be dropped or anything like that, but there are a lot of options in this Indian depth that are trying to fight for a number 4, number 5, number 6, middle order position. And there is a lot of good talent that is just waiting to be selected. So, Shreyas, he's got some big matches coming up, to make sure he can lock himself in at that number 5 spot for pretty much all 3 formats. Suryakumar Yadav comes in for his first game, or did he play the second game? Wait, India made 4 changes. Hold on. I didn't even go through the changes. My bad. So, who came out? So, no Ashwin. No Bhuvi. No... I know they made 4 changes. Deepak Chahar came in. No, I think this is Suryakumar's first game, of the series. So 39 off 32. Again, he's one of those other players that are fighting in really all 3 formats to be considered that number 5 for number 6 Indian Test ODI T20 batsman. Deepak Chahar, what a knock. Seriously, he had a really, really good game and provides plenty with the bat down the order. And 54 off 34, he gave India just one little sprinkle of chance late in this game to go on and win. Unfortunately, he went out, and I tell you what, if Deepak did not go out, India would have gone on to win this game. And I seen, he had a couple tears in his eyes after the game, and that, at least that is what you love to see in a player, of how much it means to them. And he played really well. It just would have been nice to see him out there to finish it off. Jayant Yadav gone for 2, Bumrah gone for 12, Chahal gone for 2. Look, it wasn't a great shot in that last over, but he's a bowler. What more can you expect, to be honest? And Krishna not out for 2. Into the South African bowlers. Ngidi, he's been amazing for these last 6 matches. 3 for 58 off 10. Pretorius, 2 for 54 off 9. Sisanda Magala, 1 for 69 off 10. Maharaj, 1 for 39 off 10. Clarke, 3 for 40 off 7. And Aiden Markram, none for 21 off 3. So, hey, that is done. The series is done. Look, I don't know what's next for South Africa. I will be excited. Do they go? No, England's in the Windies. I don't know what's next for South Africa, but look, there's plenty of cricket that's about to come back, so India can comfortably bounce back from this. You know, I think they go home now, right? And they'll play a couple of games against Sri Lanka. Is that next up for India? I think in a month's time, I think. I mean, I did a schedule video, and you think I should remember this stuff, but there's too much cricket always happening for me to remember. But look, just quickly, I want to talk about this India future batting lineup for ODI cricket, especially because it feels like there's been literally since the 2019 ODI World Cup, it feels like there's been barely any ODI cricket played, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, it's not my favourite format. It's probably my least favourite format, to be real. But look, I still cricket and I still love it. And I think there are problems with this Indian batting lineup. Now, again, they didn't have no Jadeja, no Rohit Sharma. So, look, those are two of the top 10 best players in the world. Arguably the best all-rounder in the world. And arguably the best white ball batsman in the world. / almost ever. So, look, you're missing two important pieces to this Indian team. And what changes, you know, if they were to play a World Cup tomorrow, India, and everyone was fit, I think their changes would be, obviously, Rohit Sharma comes in for Rahul. I think what you do with KL Rahul, he's too good to leave out, so you probably bring him down to a number 5. And then you kind of just decide, who do you want? Do you want Suryakumar Yadav, Shreyas Iyer? Do you want Venkatesh Iyer? Is Hardik Pandya fit? You know, there's so many options that India have. Do you want to go with someone like Agarwal or Shubman Gill? Prithvi Shaw even? I mean, look, they're not going to pick Prithvi Shaw, but look, they've got plenty of options in this middle order. I think the bowlers, look, you know, obviously we know what the normal bowling order would be, but a few questions asked of this Indian side throughout this entire South African tour, and they're going to have to bounce back. You know, you're under a new captaincy in all 3 formats. You're under new coach in all 3 formats. I mean, it's, you know, is India going to step up, or is this a changing period for Indian cricket? I don't really understand, because I had India super favourites going into pretty much all 6 matches, if I'm going to be really honest. But, hey, what can you do? South Africa outperformed, outworked. They get the win. They deserve it thoroughly through this entire tour. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What's next for both of these teams? What can India do better? What should have they done better? Hey, that's going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.